Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Vinny.
And today we're going to look at the most accurate recession predictors on the planet: strippers, fast cars, and phones. Stay with me.
Dude, that sounds amazing. If you guys enjoy this kind of entertaining stock market content of two stupid guys trading stocks and talking all things personal finance, by all means, give us a like and subscribe below. We'd love to have you along this little adventure of ours. With that, we'll get to it.
Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. Do you know
Sounds
who?
like a great. What's that?
Who this is? Girl.
No clue.
J-Lo.
Oh,
I did not. I typed in stripper into Google, and I don't think any of those were appropriate. So I went with this one.
I like it. I recognize Tim Cook.
Tim Cook, Apple, and then good old Tesla.
Yeah, love
Now,
it.
what on earth am I talking about? All right. We are talking about three big signs that a recession is indeed coming. Not looking at all these stupid graphs, the Buffett indicator, whatever. All right. Just actual, this whole 2 quarters that you need negative GDP growth, fallacy. Just look at these.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
$1 billion in cash flow adjusted per quarter is a significant number.
It is.
That's a hell of a
all
headwind
from
for AT&T.
late payments. All right. It wasn't
Yeah.
even super late. All right. But we have some customers stretching out their payments a little bit. They were like 2 days. They expected they're going to continue to pay their bills, but taking longer to do it. It's not atypical, but it did affect $1 billion in quarterly cash flow.
I mean, yeah, that's a significant number. I honestly wouldn't have thought about that. $1 billion just in quarterly cash flow based upon people paying late with their bills. That's significant.
It is. And we did a video on this already. Apple has lowered its target for iPhone sales this year amidst increasing inflation, supply chain disruptions, and on top of that, they stopped hiring, correct?
Well, they said they're going to
Decreased
not
hiring.
fill roles and that they're going to allocate their budget per unit depending on stuff. And that was an unconfirmed rumor by Bloomberg. We'll get more clarity this week when they report earnings.
Perfect. Let's get to the fast cars. MSRP for new cars has gone up to 13.5% to $47,148. Probably need a comma right there.
Yeah.
According to Edmunds, 12.7% of customers have bought a new car have a $1,000 payment or higher. Okay?
Oh, that hurts.
Real high, all right? Now, subprime repossessions are at 11%. That's doubled since 2020. Now,
Yeah.
that's not outrageous. The thing that's scary is the prime, which means high credit score, low loan interest. Repossessions are at 4%. The average is 2. Double.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah, that's not sustainable growth. I mean, CPI's been insane, right? But this is
Yep.
still beating CPI by 5%. That's not sustainable growth.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
It's a problem.
I know. When people talk about Tesla margins too, think about the fact that Tesla has these margins, industry leading, in like this ridiculous economic time where cars are being so highly sought after. People paying $1,000 a month car payments. Insane.
It's absolutely insane. This has nothing to do with this. I just thought this was kind of wild. Survey finds more than half Americans can't afford a $1,000 emergency.
Yeah.
My washing machine just broke and flooded my entire, luckily I have an emergency fund. That was fine. But you got to be able to count on that. It's not good.
Yeah, when you own a home, like those emergencies get much bigger. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, gonna need a new furnace. It's $5,000. Oh.
Now let's get to the good stuff.
Yeah.
Strippers in Florida beach town goes from $1,000 a night to $260. That is a 75% decrease. All right?
Wow.
Another dancer who travels around to major markets like San Francisco, other major cities, said that was correct and that they agreed with the above Twitter claim. Don't worry, I have the Twitter claim. People are suddenly realizing they have no money, and strippers are comparing this to the 2008 crisis.
Wow. This reminds me of that great scene with not Michael Burry, but I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
Steve Carell.
Steve Eisman when he's in the strip club, and it's just like, yeah. So how many houses do you own?
Yeah, they're like 8.
Yeah,
Something wild.
in
Ready?
a condo. Yeah.
This is from Reverse Cowgirl 69. The strip club is sadly a leading. Yeah, I agree. It deserves it. Yeah, for sure. The strip club is sadly a leading indicator, and I can promise y'all we are in a recession. Look at the likes and the retweets. That's really what I'm trying to show here.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yes.
Unapologetic prostitutification. That's a good name right there too.
This is a pretty wild thread, but this actually is the purpose of the article, which is on the next slide. Yeah, I do want everyone to read it. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I like it. You ever saw the book Freakonomics? They talked about stripper income being correlated with their point in their monthly cycle. There was actually good data that when the stripper was at her most fertile, that her tips actually went up by a statistically significant amount. Is
that real?
Apparently, yeah. It's from the book Freakonomics, where by pheromones or whatever, there was some signaling that the male guests were able to detect this. Pretty fascinating bit of research from an economics standpoint.
All right. Vinny with the fun stats. Yeah. This is a quote from Nicole in the article. Some of our regulars used to throw a lot more money, or they'd be in there more often. Nowadays, they throw half that. They'll give half that. That's supposed to say tip, not tup. Less customers are coming in. They're not willing to spend money on that bottle they might have 4 or 5 months ago. They're just getting regular drinks, and she kept giving more examples, but I got kind of lengthy. That is the article. Wow. I would highly recommend that. There is one thing you have to look at. Is it actually Onlyfans that's killing this? Because Onlyfans claims to be growing in both subscriptions and company hiring, i.e. recession proof.
Okay. I mean, I guess the people talk about vices doing well during poor economic times, so I could see strippers being one of them. Alcohol, if you want to get really defensive with the portfolio, or if you want to go full Michael Burry and start investing in prison stocks. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely something to consider. Once that article's on that last slide, it is much longer than what I could fit into here. It is quite fascinating. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot more examples in big cities of people being like, "There's only 3 people at the table," and all this stuff. So,
yeah, we'll have to link it in the description below so people can take a peruse of it later themselves. Personal time.
There you go, guys. Fast cars, cell phones, strippers calling for a recession.
Yeah,
boom.
That is a fascinating tidbit. Thank you for bringing this to our attention.
It's very serious. Have a good one.